What if I told you the single biggest financial mistake most RV owners make has nothing to do with the RV they buy, but how do they sell their old one?
And that best deal could actually cost you thousands more than the bad deal.
It's true, and today we're going to show you how to avoid that mistake forever. Hey everyone, if you are new to our channel, welcome to the front porch.
We're so glad you're here.
I'm John, and I've worked in an RV dealer service department, and I know what breaks on these rigs.
And I am Rhonda. My accounting background means I know what this lifestyle really costs.
After 7 years of full-time travel, we've combined our experience to help you succeed.
You get the mechanical truth and a financial reality all in one place.
This is our new front porch RV balance sheet. We're here to help you get on the road smarter. Today, we're tackling one of the most stressful decisions you'll ever make as an RV owner. Should you sell your RV yourself or trade it in at a dealership?
It feels like a choice between getting top dollar, but doing all the work, or taking a huge financial hit for convenience. It's classic battle of profit versus peace of mind.
But what if that's the wrong way to look at it? What if the real profit is hiding somewhere you'd never expect? We spent weeks digging into the data, talking to insiders, and analyzing the numbers. By the end of this video, you will have a rock-solid step-by-step framework to know without a doubt which path will put the most money back into your pocket for a specific situation. All right, before we even think about selling, you have to become an expert in one thing, your RV's true value. And I promise you, it's not what you paid for, and it's probably not what you think it is.
Dealers have a secret weapon they use to value every single trade-in. But today, we're giving that weapon to you. It's the J.D. Power Valuation Guide, which used to be known as the NADA Guide. This is the industry Bible.
When you look up your RV, you'll get a few numbers, but only two really matter for a used rig. First is the low retail. Think of this as the wholesale price. This is the absolute starting point for any dealership trade-in calculation.
The second number is average retail. This is closer to what a dealer would list your RV for on their lot. If you're selling privately, this is your target. That gap between low and average retail, that's the dealer's potential profit margin, and it's the money you're trying to capture by selling it yourself.
But here's the key. That book value is just the beginning. The real world is driven by things the book can't always see.
Exactly. The market is highly seasonal. Demands skyrocket in the spring when people are getting tax returns and planning their summer trips. Selling in April can get you thousands more than selling in November. Geography matters too. A big motorhome with 2 air conditioners is worth more in Arizona than it is in Maine. The valuation tool actually counts for your zip code, which is why it is so important to use them.
Okay, let's pull back the curtain on the dealership. When you walk in with a trade-in, the offer they give you isn't personal. It's cold, hard business calculations. And once you understand it, you can negotiate from a position of power.
It starts with that low retail or wholesale value we just talked about. From there, they immediately subtract their estimated reconditioning costs. Industry insiders say dealers expect to spend between $2,000 and $5,000 to get a traded-in RV ready for their lot.
That's a deep cleaning and fixing that sticky cabinet latch, resealing the roof, checking all the appliances, everything, and the cost comes directly out of your offer. This is why showing up with a sparkling clean, well-maintained RV with service records isn't just about looking good, It directly adds dollars to their offer. So, what are you folks camping in now?
Stop right there. That's the question. It sounds friendly, but it's a trained tactic to find out if you have a trade in early so they can move the numbers around between the trade in value and the price of your new rig.
But here's how you flip that script. We're giving you an insider strategy the dealer calls a trade bogey. You walk in, negotiate the purchase price of a new RV completely, get a final out the door price in writing, and only then do you say, okay, now let's talk about my trade in.
They will hate it, but it forces them to treat it as a separate, transparent transaction. You are negotiating two separate deals, period. The one move puts you in the driver's seat.
In some of our previous videos on this very topic, we've received comments from RV salespeople who claim this approach is ineffective because dealerships' finance personnel will not approve it. While it's true that experienced finance professionals won't be easily swayed, the goal isn't to deceive anyone. Instead, this strategy is designed to get a fair price for your trade-in and prevent the dealership from manipulating its value.
So you've decided you want to sell it yourself and get the top dollar. That's fantastic. But you've just signed up for a part-time job, and your first task is becoming a marketing manager.
We're not talking about a quick wash. We mean showroom clean. Every nook, every cranny, every storage bay, you need to remove every personal item so a buyer can picture their family in it, not yours. A clean RV screams well maintained before you even say a word.
And that binder is your secret weapon. The title, registration, all the appliances, manuals, and most importantly, a complete history of the service records. This turns your claims of, "We took great care of it," from just words into verifiable proof.
Next, you're a photographer. Your photos have to be perfect. No clutter, great natural light, show the sides out, the awning deployed, the clean storage bays. You are selling the dream of an adventure, not just a vehicle.
And then comes the interesting part, dealing with the public. You need to learn how to vet potential buyers to weed out the endless stream of scammers, lowballers, and people who just want to kick the tires.
This is the chapter we have to talk about because this is where the dream of a private sale could turn into a nightmare. Selling privately opens you up to real significant risks. The Federal Trade Commission issues warnings about this constantly.
Number one, and the most dangerous, is payment fraud. Scammers are creating counterfeit cashier's checks that are so good they can fool bank tellers for days. You deposit the check, you sign over the title, you hand over the keys. Days later, the bank calls. The check was fake. The money pulled back from your account and your RV is gone forever.
Number two is the overpayment scam. The buyer sends you a fraudulent check for more than the asking price. They have a story. "Oh, my assistant made a mistake." They ask you to wire back the difference. You send your own real money to the scammer. Their check bounces and you've lost both your RV and the cash you sent them.
And then there's the legal liability. This is huge. If that buyer doesn't go to the DMV and properly transfer the title into their name, in the eyes of the law, you are still the owner. That means you are on the hook for parking tickets, their toll violations, or worse, any accidents or crimes committed with that vehicle.
Okay, you've made it this far. You understand the work. You understand the risks. Now we're going to reveal one financial detail that can make a bad trade-in deal better than a great private sale.
It is called the sales tax trade-in credit. And in most states, this is an absolute game changer.
Let's do the math. Let's say you're buying a new $80,000 RV and you live in a state with a 7% sales tax. If you sell your old RV privately, you walk into the dealership as a cash buyer. You pay tax on the full $80,000. That's $5,600 in sales tax.
Now, let's say the same dealer offers you just $30,000 for your trade-in. In most states, you only pay sales tax on the difference. So $80,000 minus $30,000 trade-in leaves a taxable amount of $50,000. The sales tax is now only $3,500.21.
That is a $2,100 instant real money savings. So let's say you sold your RV privately for $35,000, which is $5,000 more than the trade-in offer. After you lose the $2,100 tax credit, your real net financial adventure from the private sale is only $2,900.
And that's the real question. Is all that work, all that time, and all that risk worth $2,900 to you? For some, yes. For many, absolutely not.
Now, it's crucial that you check specific state laws. A few states, like California, make you pay tax on the full amount no matter what, which makes private sales more financially attractive there. So after all this, what's the final answer? The truth is, there isn't one right answer for everyone. The only right answer is for you.
It all comes down to your personal balance sheet. We've created a simple decision framework to give you the clarity you need.
You need to ask yourself 4 questions. 1, what is my state's sales tax? This is the starting point for all the math. 2, how much is my time really worth? And 3, what is my personal tolerance for risk and stress? And 4, am I being brutally honest about my RV's true condition?
If you're a busy professional who values security and lives in a state with a tax credit, the trade-in is almost certainly the smarter financial move. The fee you pay the dealer for their convenience and safety is much smaller than you think.
But if you're in a state with no tax credit, you have the time and skills, and you genuinely enjoy the process, the private sale can absolutely put thousands more in your pocket. You just earned that extra money by becoming your own mini dealer for a few weeks.
The hope we want to give you today is this. You are now in control. You have the knowledge. You can walk into any negotiation with a dealer or private buyer and know exactly what a fair deal looks like for your family and your future.
Now, we want to hear from you. Based on this information, which path makes the most sense for your situation? Have you ever sold an RV before? Share your story, the good and the bad and the ugly, in the comments below. Your experience can be the one that helps someone else make the right choice.
And if you want to see all the sources we use for this deep dive, the JD Power Guides, the state tax laws, the FTC warnings, we've posted links to everything on our Facebook page. We believe in being an open book for this community.
If this video gave you confidence to tackle your next RV sale, do yourself a huge favor and hit that like button so we know to make you more videos just like this one. And subscribe so you don't miss out what's coming next.
Our next video will be about what to do when you've decided it's time for a change. You want to trade your RV, sell it, or just make that big monthly payment disappear? But you've hit a wall because you're upside down on your loan. We'll explore the strategies that can get you back on a solid ground.
Adventure is calling.
And we must go.